Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Old Man Hitch and this is What's New for PC in May 2016, Part 2. First up we have Goliath, releasing on May 12th. This game failed to meet its Kickstarter goal, and it has been in development for quite a while, but it did win Best Sandbox Title at E3 2015 from MMOHuts.com and OnRPG.com. The publisher is Octopus Tree, and the developer is Whalebox Studio, which is based in Siberia. In Goliath, your character is teleported to a strange and distant land where giant monsters and warring factions reign supreme. You must use your knowledge of building robots by salvaging scrap to survive. You can create a few different mechs that will assist you in surviving the harsh conditions, and maps and quests will randomly generate and differ from previous playthroughs. You get to befriend a faction and lead them to victory over their rivals or attempt to broker a peace deal. Each faction will offer a different set of blueprints and weapons for the robots. I did get confirmation that on launch, the game will be $19.99 with a 20% discount on that day. The soundtrack and trading cards will be included. Next up is RefRain, Prism Memories. It's a colorful Japanese shmup or shoot 'em up with anime elements that was previously released in 2011 and will have its American debut on May 12th. Information is limited, but it was developed by RefRain and is being published by Dejica. I would expect the price to be around $9.99, but that is just a guess at the moment based on the similar titles from the same publisher. On May 13th, you can play the much anticipated Doom. It doesn't require much of an introduction. It's the latest installment in a very successful franchise. It's developed by ID Software and published by Bethesda. For $59.99, you'll get a single-player campaign where you will fight your way through hordes of demons using futuristic as well as iconic weapons. Expect heavy doses of blood, gore, and explosions. Hopefully you got a chance to play the PvP open beta. But if you didn't, I will describe it like this. Have you ever wanted to play Halo on PC? I know I have. Well, Doom is the game for you. Additionally, there will be a feature called Snap Map that is described as an easy-to-use game and level editor that will provide endless gameplay experiences by customizing maps, creating game modes, and give you the ability to share your creation with friends or the rest of the world. Pre-ordering will net you several cosmetic bonuses such as customizable demon-themed armor with 3 skin variations, 6 metallic paint colors, 3 ID logo patterns, and 6 one-time use hack modules, which are consumable perks that are only used during PvP matches. On May 17th, Homefront: The Revolution launches. Homefront is the sequel to a somewhat popular game from 2011. I say somewhat because judging by all the reviews, it looks like you either loved it or you hated it. In the newest edition, the Korean People's Army has taken over the United States, and you must lead a revolution to take it all back. It's set in iconic Philadelphia and runs on the CryEngine. The gameplay is open-world FPS, but because you are the Resistance, your weaponry is much less advanced, so you have to be more resourceful and craft weapons from what you can find available on hand. The game features online co-op that will allow you to play with friends to form your own resistance cells. The game wasn't on my radar, but I'm looking forward to trying it out. You can never have too much open world FPS in your life. It's available for pre-purchase right now, which will net you a few skins and unlock a couple items instantly. $59.99 will get you the base game, and $79.99 will get you the base game plus expansion content at a slight discount. Also hitting the shelves on May 17th is Life Goes On: Done to Death. This is a free expansion to a game that's already been released in 2014 and has very positive reviews from the community. It's a comical puzzle platformer where you must die to progress. You use your own dead bodies to solve puzzles and advance the game. The expansion will add a new world with new levels, giving the game over 65 in total. The new content effectively doubles the game's total playtime and is said to be more challenging than the original. You also get unlockable hats and weapons, and they have overhauled the game's UI and updated the background story. Current owners will auto-update, but if you find this interesting, it's available to you for a low price of $12.99. Next up on May 17th is a game called Shadwen. Fans of stealth games will be pleased to see a new game is coming out just for them. It's named after the main character, who is an assassin, and she's on a quest to kill the king. Along the way, she encounters a young girl named Lily, who begins to follow her on her journey. Herein lies the motivation for being stealthy and unseen, because fighting and killing guards will result in a loss of trust by Lily. You can create traps and hazards or use ropes to pull objects down on top of enemies. Normally, I'm not much of a fan of forced stealth in games, but this game looks pretty interesting. The final release of May 17th is a game called Softbody. It's developed and published by Zeke Virant and is described as an indie puzzle game where you must control two colored snakes in order to paint the world around you while avoiding hazards. Once completed, the environment will change and you will advance to the next level. The game requires a controller to play, comes with 100 levels, and has 4 game modes with a range from simple to masochistic. On May 19th, you can get Lastfight. It's developed and published by Piranha King and is described as a 2v2 3D fighting game where you can pick up objects in the environment to use as weapons. The game supports local co-op for up to 4 players and has a single-player campaign. You can pick from 10 different characters, all inspired by a French comic book and cartoon called Last Man. Also releasing on the 19th is a new DLC for Fallout 4, Far Harbour. Say that 4 times fast. It'll be the largest landmass for an add-on that Bethesda Games has ever created. The story revolves around a case for Nick Valentine's detective agency where you are sent to an island off the coast of Maine to search for a secret colony of synths and a young woman. High levels of radiation have created a more difficult environment. You then have to sort out the fighting that's going on between the synths, the townfolk, and the children of Adam. Hopefully you can get some good consequences for our choices, instead of just 3 different storylines that all basically have the same outcome with different characters. Wrapping up this video will be a game released on May 23rd called The Way. It's developed by Puzzling Dream and published by Playway. It's a 2D puzzle platformer where you play a space explorer who loses the love of his life. Unable to cope with her loss and inspired by some ancient writings, he attempts to bring her back to life by unlocking the mysteries of an unexplored world. The game boasts an immersive sci-fi story, difficult puzzles, and unique exploration experiences. The Way draws its inspiration from French game designer Eric Chahi, sorry for the pronunciation, who is best known for a game called Another World, originally released in 1991 for the Amiga and Atari ST. I want to thank you for joining me on What's New for PC May 2016 Part 2. Stand by for Part 3 in the near future. There's something kind of big coming out from Blizzard if you haven't heard. If you've been living under a rock, well, just don't forget you heard it here first. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Good luck and have fun.
Helden sterben nicht. 30 seconds remaining.
Let's finish this.
Enemy turret ahead! No one can hide from my sight.
Oh, let's break it! Damn!